Hey everybody, my name is Newellio and welcome back to this Minecraft Let's Build episode number 8, and as always a nice cup of coffee here to get me going. Coffee's good on a day like today because it's raining at the moment. You can probably hear it a little bit, hopefully it won't be too bad. If it gets louder, which I think it will, I might shut the window a bit more. So, last week we looked at this driveway and the garage, which we've gotten mostly done. It's obviously going to need some detailing work in there as well. I've actually gone ahead and done the rest of the driveway just because I was dealing with circles and they're quite, I hadn't really delved into them much, so I wanted to sort of just make sure, just do it off camera just in case it got a bit fiddly and took a while. It wasn't too bad, just a little measuring out and trying to sort of get the corners looking sort of even and things like that, especially also because we're going up a level as we go up through this corner, so I wanted to make sure that that was all good. So just need to get rid of some of these blocks here, but what I want to do is actually put in these quartz, so continue these quartz around. What I'm going to do is keep them one block up from the ground, so instead of bringing the quartz from here, they'll be starting from here but back, so essentially that wall will be like that. This one will come back to here like that, because that's still one from the bottom, and then we will bring this point around like that through the whole system, so that's how it'll work like that, and then it'll go all the way up to that level there, and maybe even one higher. So we'll just bring these up by one, and the same with that one there. So that's kind of going to be our point at which the wall stops in terms of its height. And we're basically just going to do this around the whole length of this driveway until we get to the end. So this comes out, but what I need to do is keep this block here, because we've gone up a level, so that needs to stay. So I'll get rid of these ones, that one, get the quartz back, oops, gone in too far, that one, take out this dirt, oops, probably not going to see that one anyway. Same with this one, we'll bring this out because it's still on the same level. Like so. Bring this one out. That one goes to there. Get our stone back. And to there. Then we need to keep that one out. That one needs to be stone again. We'll push this one in. We need that one block out. Get our quartz back, and did I go up by one? I went up by one on both sides, so we should, let's just cut this out. It's going to be high here because there's a slight hill, so I'll probably come back to that, maybe even raise that particular part of the wall up, but for now I just want to keep working away at this one. So we got the quartz there to that one. I'm just going to close the window a little bit. That's better. It's coming down pretty hard today, but that's good because it means it's going to be nice and cool, because it still feels like summer here in Brisbane. Even though today is the first day of autumn, supposedly, but Brisbane doesn't really get much of a winter. It's just essentially almost all year round summer is probably the best way to describe what Brisbane's like. That needs to be stone, not too high, but that's fine because it goes up by one. Take that back. Do there, go up, bring it across there, and I'll just put that there for now. Whoop, put that there for now, and I need to. Is that a block that's meant to go there? I don't know. That seems a bit odd. Maybe not. So then that needs to be stone and quartz, and there we go. I brought that one up. I feel like, okay, but that's fine. We'll just bring these ones up for now. So I'm not sure how high we're gonna make this. Actually, let's get rid of these ones. Just bring each one up by 1. Oops. Get rid of this dirt because we don't need it. Okay. That one. Put that one in there. My friends can join me in the broadcast apparently. They could try, but it would just be pretty slow and terrible. We need to do this one as well. I didn't see that one there, so just bring this one up to there. Guess this one's gonna come up by another one again. I need to this part here. Just bring this one up from here. Cool, done. And then I'll probably need to do the same here. So that one to there. All the way to that one. Start here. I need to come down from here. Open that up. That's right. And then we just put these last two on here. Now because this is going up by 1, I want to start doing this quartz wall. So let's have one here. We'll have a break of 2 and then 2 and then perfect. That'll work nicely. And then we'll make this like a little lookout because we'll look over down to the driveway. Is probably what I want to do there. So I'll bring this up by another 2. I want to join it onto this one. Let's just bring it up to. Actually, I have a better idea. Maybe if we knock out that one, we'll get this clay, and let's just bring this out to there, and then we'll do the same with that one. Just to bring that shape out a little bit, makes it interesting. Although we do need to sort this out. If I could bring this out by 1. But I'm not sure if that's going to be a bit too much. It's hard to say. If we just get rid of this for now, and then we'll keep the overhang. Get rid of that one. And do we need this one here? Yeah, probably. It's not going to look right if we. No, we'll leave it like that. That'll work. And then let's get our block of quartz. So how high? We're sitting on 4. Let's bring this one across to there. I'm going to get rid of this for now. I don't know how that's going to work. To get rid of that. Probably have to come back to that one, I think. I mean, it definitely could work, but I think it's probably going to have to come out like that. Maybe just by 2 is probably better. I might just add another row here for now. And we could even extend this across this way perhaps, and then just stop it there. I think, yeah, that could work. So there's a nice little look through as well. We could even put some glass there too. So I'm thinking I want this to slope down towards the start here. So if we start it, it's 1 block, it's that one, and then 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Might be too high too quick. But we can make the center one stay the same height, so then we'll bring this one across like that. Same with this one, and then that'll work. And then maybe even if we bring this one up, get rid of those like that. I think it could work well. I've got my dirt in here, so let's get some fences. Let's get dark oak fence, and then we'll get some leaves. Spruce oak. I'll stick with the oak. And what I'll do is we'll put one here. Should look a bit weird, may have to redo it, and then maybe one here, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like some nice tree entrances there, and then that one's there, one, 2, and then that one is here, 1, 2, but we need to get rid of that dirt there because we don't need it, and I'll have to replace that with a block of quartz, and then that one's just dirt for now. Cool. So finish that wall off to there. Oops, wrong one. Still wrong one. And there. Actually, let's make that one a little bit shorter. That one a bit taller, and then that one's moved down by one. Just add a bit of variety to it as well, and maybe even stick a bush there, or maybe one here. There we are. I think that'll work quite well. Just add a bit of variety to it. Take one in too far. I think it has. So that one needs to come up from there. And we'll just get rid of those because we don't need them for now. Just so we can see. Yeah, we need that one though, to see where we are. And then, do I want to bring the other side up as well? Maybe. I think it could work well. So, starting from here, we'll go up to that one. Bring this all the way across. I made this a solid wall because I don't think there's going to be a walkway on this side, but we can always change it later if we want to. And I think once I've done this, gotten this wall sloping down to the same height as that, I really need to start on the backyard. So I've got some ideas for that one, and then trying to get one of the interior parts done as well. So we'll come down by one for this first part. Now this slope's going to have to be a bit more gentler because it's got to go around a longer way. So I think if we times everything by 2, we'll add, so instead of going down one each time, we sort of go down one. So where this would stop here, we'd keep it going for another one. So this is fine. That goes. We keep that there. This goes up by 1. But then we also keep this one for 1, and then it goes up by 2. Now it's the center one, so it stays for another one. I think this needs to stay the same height. Let's see if that looks right. Okay, I think that needs to go down, and that needs to be carried along a bit longer before it goes up. So I think that looks like a bit more of an even spread with the height there. I might even just take 2 out from there, and we'll bring this across by 1 corner and into there. And that should look a little bit nicer in terms of its angle. Cool. So I like how that's going down. One quick thing before we stop is I need to put down my stone slabs just to make a gentle incline to the garage. So we'll put line of slopes here. That's line of slabs that make the slope, and one there, Get the second one here, the third one. Like so, and then we just bring this across. Probably do that. Oops. Replace that one. Oops. And then this one here. Oops. That should go all the way there, and then the final one here, and that will be it. Cool, so there's that. There's our driveway just about sorted out. We've got some nice windows here. I'll probably come back here and make a garden bed for this entrance, although we're pretty squeezing it pretty close there, and I'll have to figure out how I'm going to make this corner work as well. But for now, let's go over to our backyard and start working on this garden. Now I sort of got an idea as I want to have two garden beds coming out from the side, from the left and right. You can see I've already put the quartz here ready to go. So I'm going to bring this one out. We're going to go out by 1, 2, 3, that's 4. Let's make it a fifth and make it to end just before that one. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another one, and we'll just carry this one out. Same like that one. We do the same here as well. And I'll worry about this fixing up this floor layer. Let's get some coarse dirt because it looks really nice, much nicer than normal dirt as well. But also because we want to make sure it stays as dirt too. So basically coarse dirt in Minecraft doesn't go back to grass, which is good. So if you want to make a nice garden and you don't want your dirt turned to grass, just use coarse dirt and you'll be good to go. And I think survival, it's gravel and dirt in diagonals opposite to each other. Okay, so we've got that sorted out. Let's get some slabs. No, I could use the quartz slabs, or I could also use, let's have a look and see what sandstone slab might look like. Get rid of that one. We haven't used sandstone before in this build, so it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like. It may go well, it may not. So let's just bring this across. Although on this texture pack it might be almost a bit too bright for it to sort of see the definition. So let's just put one in the shadows and see. That could work out quite well. I think it works with the, because it's with the sort of colours, the similar sort of very light brownish pinkish colours work well with the brown colours of the coarse dirt. So I think that could look quite nice. Just wondering whether I add a trim. What I probably will do is also add a quartz trim around the side, so something like this I think will look quite nice as well. So and then what I'll do is I'll cut it off here, and we can use this as like a seating area somehow. So it's 2 in the middle, that's fine. Get the quartz, just close, oops, not the quartz, the sandstone slabs, if I can say it properly. And then we'll just fill up these ones here, like so. So I think I might fill in this whole area with fill in this area here with sandstone, and maybe leave this one open for something else. And I'll add that quartz trim to the side of this one, and then we will take it from there. Okay, so I've just done that one, got my floor sorted out. You notice that I put grass in the center. I wanted to have a bit of grass to it. I don't want the whole thing to be completely paved out, but what I'm thinking I might do is just maybe just retracting this in by a couple of blocks, just so the grass is a bit more of a square shape. It's not too much of a semicircle, so let's come to there, and then that one, get rid of these ones. I mean, there's some stuff on the side here as well, so let's put that one like so, and then get a block of quartz again, and I think we'll hold on, actually no, let's get is it diorite? Polished diorite is what we're using. Oops, yeah, so we'll build this all up for polished diorite. There goes the scene notification for broadcasting, which I already know, and it doesn't work. So just making this one here. Leave this for now, because I think they're putting a little, what do you call them? The things with the boat and stuff, dock or whatever. But it's probably what I'll do there, or something like that as well, like somewhere where you can fish. Bring this one, oops, across there. I think that's quartz as well, but we can change it later on. So let's get rid of these bottom ones, like so. And then I just need to do the same on this side. So that should already be quartz, diorite, so we should need to replace that one as well. Cool, so there's our backyard starting to take some shape. What I want to do now is actually do some work on the interior. But first I'm going to just quickly get rid of these, just to neaten that shape up, make it look like a nice little lawn area. I might even move that across one just so it's not on this corner at a later stage. We'll put probably some trees here, maybe let's put one there and one can go there, and then we'll put a larger one in the center there, and then we'll put some bushes and stones and things like that around the place. What I might even do is just get rid of them for now, because that we don't need that quartz there anymore. We can put the coarse dirt back there, and that just gives that garden bed a bit more room as well. Okay, so let's go into the dining room and see what we have to work with here. So we need some glowstone to just brighten this area up so you can see what we're doing. One there. So tables. Let's do a table. So we could do a half slab table, possibly. How much space do we have in between there? Is that a full block? So we can't dig into the table. So let's, get rid of the seats for now. And let's pick a material that we want to use. Let's go red carpet. Get some of that wooden slab. I bring it up by one. I'm not sure how this is going to look. This table might be too low. Yeah, I'm not sure. Those slabs might work. What would this look like? Have a nice, like, try this. Oops. I'll have to get rid of that later on. That could be an interesting tabletop, and then maybe if we put something in the center of like that, if we get some glass, you can stick that in the middle and like that, like so. So it's like a little those tables that you put stuff on the very top. I don't know if I'll carry around the whole way, and then could I do the same thing with the chairs? There's an idea, but is it going to wreck this roof? I could just bring this roof down by one with half slabs. So let's use these. Actually, let's get a different carpet type though. So let's use maybe orange. Well, let's get a white carpet, and we'll take out each of these blocks and stick one there. That one, oops, that was the wrong one. I'll fit that one there. That white carpet, just put it onto there, and then same here. So take that one out, stick our glass there. Like so, and then we've got sort of like nice sort of, oops, that's kind of interesting actually, having sort of, I wonder if we could swap these around. So have that white, that can be red. Oh, there we are, so we've got like a little white and red dining set, low dining set. Now what we can also do is let's get the banners, get a red one as well, and see how this works. If we put a red banner, can we put one there? Maybe not. That's a shame. I was hoping to be able to put banners like a backboard. We could put a sign, which might work, but I'm not sure. No, okay, so they'll just have to be like a little stools thing as well. Get this wooden slab and just patch up these holes. Just to see what that looks like. And if that's going to be too tricky, we could always raise the dining room up by a little bit, but that kind of works. Although it does look a little weird with the gap there, so whether we bring this down by or up by one, I'm not sure. But we'll have to come back to that one, but for now that's okay. So let's do the kitchen. So I did have an idea about addressing this issue of these half blocks. So what we'll have is slabs here, get rid of those, and then we'll have like an overhang with the different blocks that we're using. So oops, let's bring this one out like that, and get rid of those, and do the same thing over here as well. So get rid of that one, place out blocks. Oops. Get it on that one because that's where the fridge is going. We'll leave it for now. Get rid of these ones, and then we need to find. Actually, first off, we need to know what we're doing here as well. So what's going to be a good kitchen block? I think we've got gravel, whatever that is. What does that look like? Oh, that's interesting. I think it's going to work quite well though. It's sort of got too much of a dirt texture. We've got acacia wood planks. We could use wool. We could use piston. It's a good look. I don't know. Look. That's a bit too techy. Block of iron. What does that look like? Could work. It's possibly a nice colour. So let's try it. Let's give that a go. Oh, that's right, we can't do that because of that issue. But if we bring that one out to there, that'll fix that one as well. So that colour could be interesting, but I'm not sure. It's hard to say. What is that enchantment table? What does endstone look like? It's not. It's a good bathroom texture. Let's leave it for that now. We will need cupboards, so let's get some of this darker wood. I think it's the one I want, and then bring that one out. Like that. Excuse me. So we put a. I'm just going to get the stovetop done. So let's get red sandstone again, and we'll bring this one out from here. And then maybe if we can use some glass, it could be interesting. Like stained glass maybe, and then sort of have that come in like that. But I wonder if I get rid of these ones and just use a quick couple of slabs, quick couple of slabs there. I think that again, like that, just to bring that out. Maybe make the glass come. Oops. Oh, that's right, because that's in the way. Like that, maybe. Could be an interesting stovetop as well. Now the fridge, we're going to use the fridge. We've actually got, there is a specific texture for the fridge if I can find it. So it picks up these ones here. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we could put some stuff on the side maybe. And then we just need to do this one. So let's make it the same texture as that for now. This one out to there, and maybe even make this go right down to this roof there, to just make it connect up, and then we can put some bar stools or something like that. Something. If you just get them to float for now, we can put something underneath if anything goes there. But for now, that's kind of That's the kitchen starting to take a bit of shape. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I will need to put in like sinks and stuff like that. So whether I keep this texture, I'm not sure. I just want to see if there's anything quickly outside that I might want to do before I finish up. I'm not sure. I do probably want to plug in that hole there. Let's have a quick look here. I don't know if I should make a glass thing go in here, so let's get some glass, maybe like a light stained or maybe even a dark stained blue glass area, so could look quite nice as well. Would that one be better? Yeah, I kind of like the lighter one better. I think goes well with the white. We're using a lot of white colours in this area, so we'll stick with that. Yeah, well, I think I'll stop it there because that's probably long enough for now. So yeah, we've got the driveway done, we got some interior stuff done, and the backyard starting to take some shape, as well as getting some furniture done inside our dining room / kitchen. We can do further detailing on later on. Not sure if I'll keep this texture, but for now it's going to work. And I'll have to figure out some options for these bar stools. And I just actually had a thought. If I could use a pot maybe. So they have to go on. Nah, it's not gonna work. Alright, never mind. That's fine for now. We'll figure something out. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you in the next episode. See ya.